Hey folks, Fernando doing another video for the more survivalists. This is ongoing. This guy is still at large based on today's events. He hasn't been arrested yet, and the title, this is from CNN, arrest warrant issued for suspect. Maine residents are in lockdown, and that would be the first piece of advice in Maine or even somewhat near to this area, because this has been going on for several hours. He could be basically anywhere. I wouldn't go to any public places where there's large gatherings of people at this moment with this guy out there on the loose. And before we go on, remember to prepare while you still can. I say that all the time in my channel, especially when I talk about recommending my books, Surviving the Economic Collapse, Street Survival Skills. Get yourself these and get yourself one of those that you see over there, one of those two, but those are the ones that are demonized these days. They're talking about how this guy is using one of them, how horrible they are, and you may think this will never happen to you. That's one of the biggest mistakes anyone can make, especially if you're into survival and preparedness, where you should learn from the experiences of other people. We always like to think, it happened before. It happened before in your own country, in case you don't remember. There was such a thing as a weapon ban, and that could happen again, especially with these people in the government. So procure those while you still can, okay? Get yours and get enough of whatever it is that you need, because they use these. They don't let any of these crises go to waste. They always make the best out of them, all right? This guy, well, seems to be an instructor of some kind and some military experience of some sort. I mean, what I see here is not, mags in pockets instead of a vest. Okay, guess that's the way he chose to go. But this is a mental health crisis, and that's the thing they don't talk about. They keep you distracted with this. They keep you distracted with the conflicts they create in other parts of the world, by the way, and doing horrible, by the way. We should talk more about that. Massacring men, women, and children, innocent, and distracting you of what they're doing with your money instead of taking care of people like these dangerous people. Honestly, sometimes these are people that really need help. They need help and they don't have it, right? And I'm not a bleeding heart liberal here. I'm just talking about practical. Why are you spending money blowing up people, innocent people, by thousands of them, when you're not spending money in keeping your own community safe? Not by banning things that shouldn't be banned, but by providing healthcare to people that obviously need it. This man was not well, okay? He's doing horrible things, but the idea of, what are you going to do? Are you going to blow up a few blocks of Maine, kill a few thousand people in retaliation for what this guy did? Apparently, that's the way we go these days. But of course not. That's only when it's a certain kind of people, right? Right, so we're not going to do that. But you're going to what? Ban things that shouldn't be banned? Or should you be taking care of people that need medical attention, medical help? But you know what? There's no money to be made there. There's a lot of money in convincing people that they were born in the wrong body. You can make $3 million out of each one of those suckers. $3 million out of each person you convince he was born in the wrong body. But you know how much money you can make out of a vet, or a guy that's in the army, or a guy that simply needs psychiatric attention and needs to be hospitalized? Nothing. Because that guy has nothing to be taken away from him. They cannot provide for themselves. They're usually alone. They don't have families to support them, usually. And what they have is completely useless. So you cannot make money out of this person. So you just let him loose and just wait for a disaster to happen. And, whatever happens, screw it. We don't care. That's the way it goes. Okay? But don't let them lie to you anymore. Don't let them distract you with crap that they do all over the place, because it's always about the same thing. Okay? It's about taking away your rights, and it's about making money. And they do horrible things so as to make more money and take more rights away from you. And often enough, both in the United States and in other parts of the world, they let awful things happen, or they even encourage or even participate actively in having those things happen, just so as to have the reaction they already wanted to have in the first place. All right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you need some, you need some reading and growing up and some thinking, because it cannot be more obvious. It's a mental health crisis. These people need help. But because the pharmaceutical companies cannot make a dime out of these bastards, they just let it go. And that's the way it is. But don't let them fool you into thinking that, yeah, give away your rights. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way in which you're not gonna keep anything safe just by doing that. The only thing you're gonna be doing is depriving people of their rights, which, you know, maybe is what they wanted all along. Guys, all for now. Take care. See you in the next video.